I have a temporary background change. We'll see how long it lasts. I've done a little temporary relocation. We'll see. Okay, so here's the gist of the situation. I'm going to be uploading a bunch of podcasts soon. I realized that I made possibly a strategic error. I'm not sure with my book. And so I kind of want to reverse a little bit and then talk about it. I wrote this book called Tactical Brain Training, right? Like this book right here. And the podcast is to complement the book so that you can get little tidbits of what's in the book. And then I'm eventually going to read the entire book, like chapter by chapter. Some people don't like reading. Fine. You don't need to fucking read it. Just listen to it. I'll read it to you. I'm not there yet. But here's where the error came in, I think. I don't know. So the title is Tactical Brain Training, as you can see. And then it says a guide to trauma and stress management for first responders and the professionals who support them. Okay. I kind of wish I would have said it a little differently because other people are reading the book who are not first responders. And the reality is you don't have to be a first responder to train like a first responder. I mean, we all have stress. We all have trauma. Sometimes it's worse for some people, but like the feeling of stress and the feeling of trauma is the same. Like when you're fucked up, you're fucked up. So, and I think it's making, when I say I think, people have told me, people have said that they want to read the book, but it feels like it's not for them because it says first responders and the people who support them. So I kind of wish I would have said like, I don't know, tactical brain training, whether you're a first responder or not. I don't know. I'm thinking about all that and kind of weirded out about it. You know, if, yeah, I don't always practice mindfulness. And so I'm in a lot of judgment right now. Right? Yeah, I should work on it. I wonder if there's anyone I can talk to about it or a book I can read. So what I'm going to do is, for the next like 15 episodes, I'm going to just kind of pull out like something from the book to talk about. Like, for instance, chapter 9, over here is emotional regulation. So I'll talk about emotional regulation, or chapter 7, changing habits. So I'm probably not going to do it in order because I just think that's weird. I don't really like order. I'm kind of messy. So over the next 15 episodes, 15, because there's 15 chapters, I'm going to talk about a concept like changing habits, and then talk about a mindfulness intervention and how it helps with changing habits, or emotional regulation and how it helps with emotional regulation, like how you can train in mindfulness using mindfulness interventions and somatic body work and informed trauma stuff, so that you can help with your emotional regulation. And then after that, I'm going to kind of do a separate thing, which is me literally sitting here going, the other side, connecting the dots. During my thesis research, a police lieutenant asked me why I was interested in stress management for first responders. So then I'm going to literally read the book. And for those of you who don't want to buy the book, that will be the subscribe and pay portion. And you can buy the book essentially by me reading it. I don't know. I've never done that before. I don't know if I have to have vocal training for reading a book. You hear, like, I love audiobooks. I'm always reading one book and then listening to an audiobook at the same time, not the same book. And these people who read these audiobooks are amazing. They're like actors. So I'm a little paranoid that I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try it anyway. Back to the beginning. Background has changed. It's still me. And I'm kind of rebranding like this, and this being tactical brain training. And I think what I want to say is you don't have to be a first responder to train like a first responder. We all have critical incidents all day long, and they could be, it's on a spectrum. So maybe it's someone cuts you off, or maybe it's you're dealing with a life and death situation. It doesn't matter. Our bodies, when it is stressed out, cortisol is cortisol. Stress is stress. And so it doesn't matter what the situation is. If you feel like it's critical or a critical incident or it's traumatic, then it is, right? Like your thoughts are reality, your own reality. So I don't, I can't obviously redo the frickin' book, but I could talk about it a little differently. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about it in terms of training, like first responders train, training your brain to identify stress, identify trauma, identify dysregulation, and then doing something, i.e., a mindfulness intervention to help regulate your emotions so that you can show up in a world and show up with your family, show up with your friends, show up for yourself in a way that's more manageable. None of this takes away the incident, takes away the trauma. It doesn't, this is not therapy also. It doesn't take away anything, but what it does is it allows you kind of like to give it space to live on its own and be with it that's different than you've been in the past so that you know this is stress and you now have a tool that you can use to help manage the stress and then you fucking do it, right? Like just fucking breathe. That's an option, but you can also just take a walk or you can close your eyes and count to 10 or you can do a body scan and that's what we're going to go over, all those different things. So same me, different background, new branding of the book, but the idea is the same. Just fucking breathe. So join me and let's see what we can get done. Send me any feedback on what you want to hear or your comments, or I don't know, just say hi. I like a good wave. Okay, bye. Peace.